Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Yeah, and let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
They get the stop defensively, force the punt, and they score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. And look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Brady now on first down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a win.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's Bradley Pena now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency, and he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP races certainly start to ramp up. I know you and I have felt that.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On 1st down, Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, fighting off the defender. And there he goes again. 20. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, We have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
He's going to let this one go deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
He's going to take another shot here. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to try and, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Wait, 53!
They'll run on first down. Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Again, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A spectacular return of 96 yards. Great blocking in front of him on special teams as well as he takes it to the end zone. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
All right. Wait, 20.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey, 4 down.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brady. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Breaks, and he's loose again. Touchdown, Falcons. A 77-yard punt return, and the Falcons add on.
All right, count him along with me. That's his 3rd return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question because we see 2 occasionally. I mean, very rare. 3, unbelievable. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the route is on here in this first half. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. On first down. Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
And that's a sight no Tampa fan wants to see, nor does Tom Brady want to feel. They've got to keep him upright so he can get damage done downfield with those terrific receivers and really good tight ends.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown.
That's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Back now comes Tampa Bay. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brady. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he gets it down to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1. because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's got it, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 18-yard touchdown grab, and the Falcons continue to pour it on. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over.
And the route is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They'll run on first down. Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Now, he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make... And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And this offense continues to pour it on. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
4 down. Check, check.
When he hit. 27, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. He's dead.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Brady to Evans on the slant. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Single. Watch 80. He likes to give me 80.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Extra point forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Ready up. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 97 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
This is our time. Our time. Wait, that's line 20.
On first down, it's Jones, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. He juked him. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of it. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That one goes for 24 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
45.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
Come on, run, Eddie! Run, Eddie!
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Everyone's got 4 down.
Brady now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we got 4 down.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going to let it go again. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Brady throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL.
There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback, 75 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Falcons add on. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Suckup now for the Tampa Bay field goal. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they?
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
And the route is on here in this first half. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd and long, it's Brady.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Bucs are able to get a score back.
I know the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Extra point try now for Succop. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Philip Dorsett, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do.
And that's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 78 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Slam, slam, slam.
COVID-19.
They'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here we go. 45 the mic.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey,
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
4 down.
Again, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Wait, 20!
We got 4. We got 4.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Flushed out right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
The try here for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
Let's go! Come on! I can't stand myself! Hey, 29! Alpha!
Everyone go.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Suck up on now for the Buccaneer field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And there he goes again. And he will score.
Again, help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they say the kickoff can be one of the most exciting plays in football. It proves so there. 104 yards on the return. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On third down. Here's Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their mobile quarterback, 40 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And the Buccaneers able to recover. The hands team does its job. Brady now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and it's third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And this offense is running away with this one. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and inches, Brady. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Brady now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go with Jones. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
29, Alpha.
On 1st down, Brady. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, quick slant to Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Succop's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons add on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So it's a drive that ends in 3, and I know that that line sounds familiar. It's because I've said it 7 times now, and that leaves him 1 short of the NFL record of 8 field goals in 1 game.
It has been a lot of settling for 3. But I tell you what, it's nice to know that you have someone this reliable to turn to.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will swell by one more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases. The pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. Then the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Throwing on first down, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Operating from the gun, Brady. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he fields it cleanly. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 55 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
Here we go. Here we go. Start, baby. Wait, that. 380.
Got his left. 4 down.
Throwing on 1st down. Brady firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Brady on the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey, 53.
On first down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Buccaneers able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady again. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
That's what we are. No pain, no gain. Hey, Jet, 380.
Check, 59. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the
He's laying down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He's going to take off with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
Give it to him. Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to the house.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Falcons ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Pass slipped down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Operating from the gun. Brady over the middle to Evans. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. What a spin. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right?
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.